Everyone, Gil here at Grayman Prepping. On this episode of Your Prep for Today, I want to talk to you about earthquake country. And I know some people are going to go out there, earthquake country. We don't have earthquakes where I'm at. Wrong. There is not one place in the United States, there's not one state at all that does not have earthquakes at one time or another. Granted, you may not have as many as California does, out there by the geysers. I mean, the geysers have, 10, 12 earthquakes a day. Granted, they're only 1.1, 1.4, 1.3, occasionally a 2.1. But there's a big difference in earthquake country across the United States. Now, like in Alaska, which has a lot, in California, where there's a lot of fault lines, say a 5.0 earthquake dissipates really quick as it crosses all these little fault lines that are close together. Just the energy just disperses. However, if you have a 5.1 out, say, near New Madrid, it's going to be felt for miles and miles. It's going to feel like, oh, geez, this is a 7.0. And it's because there aren't a lot of fault lines there to break up the energy, and it just travels. But so there are fault lines in every state of the United States. Yes, there are earthquake faults in every state. Some of them are more active than others. Heck, within the last 10 years, New York has had several earthquakes. Washington, D.C. has had several earthquakes. Up in Maine, they had an earthquake. Florida has had earthquakes. It's not just a West Coast thing. And of course, New Madrid earthquake back in the it was before 18s. It was in the 17s, the late 1700s. When it had its earthquake, it rang bells in Boston and North Carolina and broke windows in New York. Yeah, it was felt everywhere. So include in your preps, or at least in your plans for your preps and stuff, and how you're going to respond. What are you going to do if an earthquake happens? All right. It may not happen very often where you're at. It may have been 30 years since the last time you had one. But just because it's been 30 years doesn't mean it's not going to happen again. All righty. So remember, prep for earthquakes. Stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medications, clothing. Why? You know why.